Hey guys, so I'm actually sitting down for this one because after playing Pokemon Go intensively ever since the app came out, uh, I can't move my legs anymore. I need to remain sitting down because I need to heal up if I want to be good for tomorrow and go to work. So it's not a big deal. Right now, I'm just thinking about how I'm gonna, what I'm gonna do to get lunch to eat. I'll probably need to, crawl to the refrigerator. Um, but it's all good. And I pretty much shared my thoughts on the app on a previous video that I did. We're all victims of this Pokemon Go disease. It's an epidemic, and I say epidemic because it's really fun, but it does kind of have the potential to eventually end up killing people, either through road accidents or perhaps people falling off a cliff, which I think happened in Santa Monica or something like that. It doesn't matter. I actually have a story to tell, my Pokemon Go adventures. But before I get into that seriously, I do want to mention the fact that I think one of the reasons why I think this app has been so successful. I mean, Nintendo's stock is up like, I think it was 120%. That's crazy. But one of the reasons why I think it's been so successful is because I think it came out at the right time. If you look at the world, like right now, the environment, everything that's going on, if you read or watch the news, it's been a shit year. Let's be honest. Absolutely fucking horrible, right? You got shootings, police getting killed, violence. There was a coup in Turkey. We got little kids getting eaten alive by alligators in the happiest place on earth. What's that about? There was a YouTuber, a singer, who was shot in Florida. And to top it all off, we have these amazing, amazing, good-natured, heart of gold presidential nominees. We're pretty much fucked. Whoever wins, we're royally fucked. It's not even funny. The end of the world is coming. I think that's a fact at this point. But we can't control that. We can't control all the bullshit that goes on around us. We can't control the media. We can't control the violence. We can't do anything about that. But what we can do is distract ourselves with digital Pikachus. But even the little digital Pikachus can be abusive, all right? And can be greedy pieces of yellow shit. And this is where my story comes in. Basically, I live near a mountain, all right? And there are like 0 to no Pokemon stops around where I live, all right? The closest thing I have is like, I don't know if you can see it here. It's like this Mexican mural here. A Mexican mural, all right? And I went there, actually walked there, and it couldn't read it. It said like, please try again later, something like that. By the way, I'm pretty sure that once we get the new generations, this mural is going to be an exclusive spot to catch Ludicolo. Trainers from all over the world will travel to where I live, to my neighborhood, to catch their Ludicolos. And I will ambush them by setting up a lemonade stand. Just icy lemonade. Catch your Ludicolo, get some icy lemonade, because it's super hot out here where I live. So like I said, it's super dry here, very rocky. So I get a lot of Geodudes, Gravelers even, a lot of snakes. Here you go, see that? Does it focus? Icons! By the way, speaking of this, have you ever noticed how like some Pokemon, especially in the first gen, they don't say their name like when they're talking? I remember like Arbok was something like its noise was kind of like Kabaka. Like what the fuck was that? I remember that, and also a Krabby or Kingler. I remember it was kind of like. Those were just like the retarded Pokemon that just couldn't pronounce their name well because they were stupid. And I really wish that, Brooke, instead of wanting to become a breeder, or Misty, instead of like being like water Pokemon only, like one of those two should have at least said like, I want to become a speech therapist for Pokemon. I want Arbok to be able to say its name. Anyway, back to my story. So initially I was very comfortable with catching Pokemon. I got in the hang of it too. I was kind of like, oh man, I feel really confident about this because I was doing one-shots, all right, just one-shots, one throws in this case. I was feeling very comfortable, just had a technique, one throw, one catch, simple as that. So I was really, really cocky about it. And then I don't know what the fuck happened. I guess it's because like I went up in level, or the Pokemon CP went up, and then I started missing. And then not only that, but I would catch them and then they would just break free. So I was like, what the hell? Anyway, long story short, I ran out of Pokeballs. And like I said before, there's not a lot of Pokemon stops. There's a lot at school. Like there's like a fucking like Pokestop every like, not even like you walk to the next building, there's a Pokestop. So yeah, so that was cool. But when I'm at home, there's seriously like nothing here. So what ended up happening is I thought like, oh shit, like I ran out of Pokeballs. What am I gonna do if something cool pops up? And I thought, well, there's nothing I can do. What I can do is I had some eggs in the incubators. So I was like, what I can do is walk around and try and hatch these eggs. At least if I hatch them, I think you get points for them. So maybe I can go up a level and I get like some new Pokeballs that way. Needless to say, that didn't happen because for whatever reason, the GPS or the app just doesn't track my walking distance well enough. Like I hatched a Jigglypuff yesterday. That thing was supposed to be a 2-kilometer walk. Hell no. That shit took me at least 6 miles. It's crazy. Like the thing, I don't know what the hell's going on. That's why I can't walk right now. Right? So that sucked. And so I started walking and I thought to myself, you know, I don't think I'm going to run into anything special. Like, you know, what are the odds of me running into a really, really special Pokemon while I don't have any Pokeballs to throw at it, right? I'm a fucking idiot. So I just, you know, started walking, put on the Viridian City music. Whatever, right? All of a sudden, I shit you not, it's like, I felt kind of like, is this a conspiracy? Like, is this game really like, it's torturing me right now. Like, what the fuck? Like a freaking Arcanine pops up. I'm like, what the? Like, crazy. A Marowak, all right? Shit I hadn't even seen before. I think there was even like a Rapidash. Oh my god, no, I don't want to relive that, all right? I just don't want to think about what happened. It pained my soul. It was like, this is a joke. I mean, what the hell? I have no Pokeball. What am I going to do? It kind of felt like that scene from Jumanji when you have the Stampede just barging in out of nowhere, like busting the bookshelf. And I'm like, where the hell are all these animals coming from? And before that, I made a personal commitment to myself. I took an oath that I was not going to spend any real money on this app, all right? I'm not going to use my real world money to buy Pokecoins to buy Poke shit. So I just kept walking. Thankfully, they disappeared very, very, very fast. And then that's what happened. And then I just kept walking until I saw this one Pokemon that I just couldn't resist. I picked Squirtle as my starter, all right? I love Squirtles. I had a little turtle when I was growing up. Then I killed it by accident. So I love Squirtles. Just love it. I like the Pokemon. I like the simplicity of the Pokemon's design. I like its voice. I like that it's a water type. I just like everything. So I picked that. And the Pokemon that came up that I knew that I had to catch was a Charmander. I had to get that fucking Charmander. So I thought about it for a while, well, like 5 seconds, and then I thought, you know what? I have to take one for the team. So I used my real world money to buy Pokeballs to catch that Charmander. So here's my Charmander, as you can see, with a very well-deserved nickname. So I felt really bad because I spent money on it. And it's not like it's an incredible feat, you know? It's like, if you've been playing the game since it came out, and your biggest like accomplishment is that you can say that you have 2 out of the 3 starters, and one of them you bought, technically, that's a problem. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. So I'm kind of sad. And then I thought to myself, what if the game knew that I had no Pokeballs? And that's why it was showing me these majestic looking creatures. Because it was baiting me, all right? Convincing me, manipulating me to spend my money. So either one of 2 things, right? Either I need to better my wrist technique to catch these Pokemon in one throw, like back in the day. Or I need to start asking for donations. Because if this keeps going on, I'm going to end up in the street. But anyway, hopefully this video, hopefully you got a good laugh out of it. If not, fuck you. Thank you for watching. Please share with me your Pokemon Go stories down below in the comment section. I appreciate everything you do, guys. Thank you so much. Comment, like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Catch you guys later.